Hey everybody, Charlie and R2 here, and welcome back to Pentiment. We last left off, well, we were up here at Smokey's house, talking to Václav, and he was telling us about the primordial elements that he's interested in. See if there's anything else here. I had to transition the scene in order to save my game. It doesn't look like there's anything else to interact with. It looks like just these little markers let us know what we can interact with. So let's go ahead and keep exploring. See what oh, there's a log. I think we read that. It said something about they were using it to make, yeah, the Abbey's renovations. Okay, let's keep going. Make sure my audio is recording here. All right, so up there is the Abbey. What is to the right here? Looks like a little pond. Shrine of Saint Satia. Or Satia, and waterfall. Let's go look at the waterfall first. We'll come back for the shrine. There's a man over here fishing. It's like some type of plant up there, too. All right, so we've got a log. Rotten and full of bugs. No wonder Otto hasn't split it up. Is this Otto? This is Otto. Hello, Otto. Good to see you, Andreas. Is that it? That's it. Let's look at the waterfall. Waterfall must flow down from the snowmelt in the mountains above the Abbey. It must. Ducks! Nope, old salt mine. Alright, the old salt mine, which would infer that it's not used anymore. Bunch of beetles flying around. Let's read this. Tassine's old salt mine, how the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Now, I was told, look at this. We can just, okay, never mind. Just click it again. We can click on red underlines. Look at it. Look at the finger. And it takes us right to what it was talking about. Hold on. Let's look at this page for a minute here. So, this is Latin. Eruditions. I'm not even going to pretend to be able to read this. So we got Latin here. All my Latin experts, is this actually like, you know, sentences? Coherent thought? Or is this just gobbledygook up here? Also, look at the cats. Look at this cat. I love the crazy animals in like medieval style paintings. There's like a whole, there's got to be a whole subreddit for that, right? On Reddit, I would assume so. There's a Reddit for everything. All right, Imperial Road. Let's get back on track. Also called the Via Imperii, the Imperial Road links Venice to the south wall with Stettin on the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg, and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Tassine and Carousel every year. What does this do? Oh, we can literally look around. Well, not fully around. We can just look around the picture here. So if you're interested in reading that Latin, feel free to pause the video and check it out. That freaking rabbit is like playing a horn or smoking a pipe. I can't tell. We can zoom. Yes, we can. Can we zoom on the cat face? Look at that. It's amazing. All right, let's go back. Wasting time. How do we go back from here? I guess we hit this X. That would make sense. All right, so we're going to do that from now on. That way we don't have to wait until a stopping point. Look at this guy. The animals are just so cute. Can we read this? Can we do anything here other than just know that there's an old salt mine? That's probably it. All right. We shouldn't go chasing waterfalls. We should stick to the rivers and the lakes that we're used to. If you get that reference, then it's time to get your prostate exam. All right, Satia or Satia? Satia? Probably Satia, I would imagine, right? Carving of Saint Satia. It looks quite old. Let's click on it. Let's learn about Saint Satia. When a Tassine's patron saint, Satia was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided Saint Moritz's soldiers with Food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Hold on, we gotta look at some of this art. Is this randomized? We got a rabbit going off to war with a shield that's not too happy about having a rabbit hand in his back. This looks like some Monty Python stuff right here. What is this? A bird with the human legs and a face on its butt? This chameleon looks like something you would see in Oblivion's level up system. And this is a very long dog. I think that's a dog. Could be a rabbit. Who knows? All right, let's continue on. It looks like we can interact with this. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the picture. Okay, we'll keep going. So there's a shrine. Was a pagan. Was converted. Something will probably happen here later. Now, reason I'm exploring and trying not to progress the game yet is I do know this is supposed to be like a murder mystery, right? And having played a few murder mysteries before, I would imagine we're probably going to be the prime suspect, right? Why wouldn't we be? We're the protagonist, as it were, right? So I want to go and gather as much information about my surroundings as I can for a couple of reasons. One, because I, the player, do not possess the knowledge that Andreas here should have of the surrounding area due to the fact that he lives and works in this time frame and this area, whereas I don't. I struggle with pronunciation. So the more I can learn, hopefully the better off we are. Let's check out the bottom here. I don't think we went over here. The guest house. Doesn't appear to be anything. Oh, there's a whole other dude here. Miklaus. God be with you, Andres. And with you. Hold on, let me stand uncomfortably close to you. There we go. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Okay. Don't tell anybody about that. Probably get murdered in these times. What's over here? Abbott's house. Locked. Okay, let's keep going. All right, and we'll head up here. Horses have some very goofy horse faces there. All right, what is our task right now? I'm sorry, it's been a minute. It was to, well, we got to go to where the scribes are, right? So this is where all the nuns are. Are we going to get, like, killed for going in here? What's this? This door must lead to the rest of the convent. Not for me. Okay, so he won't go too far. Ah, feverfew, it always smells so fresh. Sister Gertrude is wise to have some in the garden. Who was Gertrude? That's Gertrude. Okay, so it just shows a picture. That's awesome. All right, we're going to keep doing this because that'll help us kind of cement in our mind who is who. For me, it's been a week since I last played this, so I'm kind of trying to get back on track here. Also, we're going to go ahead and look at some of these pictures. We got 3 cats. We got a snail. We got a jackass with holding a chicken who is also playing a horn. Or is that bagpipes you're holding there? I can't tell. It looks like a little face. And this hare has an axe. Awesome. I love the pictures. All right. Gertrude. Wise to have some of this. So is Gertrude kind of like in charge here? A prioress. Okay. I am not Catholic. My wife was raised Catholic, so what little I know about Catholicism and I learned from her, and then, of course, history class with Church of England and Holy Roman Empire and all that stuff. Like, there's some residual there, but I'm not well-versed. Let's just say that. I mean, heck, it's been, let me count here. I graduated in 2001, so it's been about 21 years since I've been to school. That wasn't a military school. All right, let's continue on here. Who are you? Can we talk to you? Cecilia. We've talked to her before. At least we saw her, I believe. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked up with the Baron. Well, I wouldn't think that was weird. I would think that being nuns, there's a whole modesty thing going on, right? So I would assume they would, once they saw a group of men come up, especially a noble, that they would retire elsewhere. But so I wouldn't think that was weird, but we'll go ahead and ask her about it, see what she says. What concern of it is yours? Just seemed unusual. The Baron arrived to see the abbot and the scriptorium. It isn't appropriate for the sisters to interact with men. Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at this guy. All right, let's read this first. Scriptorium, a room for writing, illustrating, illuminating manuscripts. Okay. Writing, I get. Illustrating, I get. What is illuminating? Is that throwing Christian dogma onto the manuscripts? Because based on my context here of where it seems like the monks were the ones who made the books back then, that they would sprinkle in dogma with it, right? To make it kind of fit in with their history. Let me know if I'm correct on that, or if that's just something. It could just be like, oh, that's putting in the freaking filigree and gold inlay and stuff. Though typically associated with the monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys in the 16th century. I'm sure we read that before. We got Turnip Man. We got a weird-looking cat eating some mice. We got a hand coming out of a horn. And then look at this. It's a Squidward owl. Love it. All right, let's continue on. The sisters interact with me. Is that all? I'm going to say I see that makes sense. Because although our character is a non-believer and a man of science, he believes in the occult. Don't get me wrong. He does dabble in the occult. He's smart enough to know not to ruffle the feathers of the higher-ups in the church that he works for. I see that makes sense, thank you. Until later. Until then. All right. Andreas, are you one of those who always feel like you have to have the last word? If I text bye, you're going to text bye as well? Is that what's going to happen? How do we get out of here? Right here? Garden? All right, so, but anyway, what I was getting with, so there's a priory and then a prioress. So a prioress is kind of the head of nuns? Is that what that means? And a priory, the prior, would be the head of monks. I don't know if I'm 100% correct on that or not, but that's my guess. Loquarium. No idea what a loquarium is, but let's go check it out and see if we can use some context clues. All right, so there's some paintings of Hildegard of Bingen, mother of Cecilia's favorite. I know who Cecilia is. That's this one. Oh, it shows them both. So we get references to everything. Thank you, Obsidian. Look at this frog with a hat. He looks so stressed out. What's stressing you, frog? Is it this weird peacock hand with a hatchet? That would be stressing me out. Saint Hildegard of Bingen was Benedictine abbess, visionary, mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects from theology to musical composition to medicine. Abbess. Opposite of abbot. Abbot, man, abbess, woman. What is an abbot then? Is it a higher level than a prior? I'm sure it's some type of rank. All right, let's keep going. Abbots probably had like a certain area that they were responsible for, I would imagine. All right, so let's go over here. What is this? The doors into the convent are locked to outsiders, men at least. Okay, so that's where the rest of them live then, right? And probably work. So the loquarium would be the kind of like the welcome area we just saw. A foyer, if you will. Or maybe it refers to the whole building. Who knows? All right, what do we got here? Passing is lucky to have so much woundwort naturally growing. I had to buy it back in Nuremberg. This should be just the free... Yeah, we've read that one. Nuremberg. The many-petaled cinquefoil. It grows so easily, some consider it a weed. Can we talk to you, Sophie? Bless you, Master Mailer. Okay, so I've been also told that this Mailer means that I am an artist. That is not actually a last name, though it would kind of be a last name in the future. It would turn into a last name. I don't know if at this time if that actually means a last name or just, hey, that's how we differentiate all these different Andres from each other. How are things going in the nun's kitchen? I mean, no offense, Master Mailer, but I cannot speak with men. My apologies. God bless you. And you as well, sister. Well, at least he was nice about it. Oh, we can go in here. Sister Gertrude dries and stores all her herbs here. Gertrude is this one. Okay. Looks like a Matryoshka doll. Is that how that's pronounced? If I have that wrong, I'm sorry. No offense. Cat! Can we pet we can pet the cat. 10 out of 10, game of the year. Elden Ring, step aside. I can pet a cat in this game. I can pet Mausfanger. Is that how that umlaut works with that? Or would it be Mausfanger? Mousefinger, yeah, because it sounds like the A sound, right, with the umlaut. The sisters certainly keep their garden well tended. Well, yeah, they ain't got shit else to do. Matilda, she can't talk to me either. Bless you, Master Mailer. How are you doing? I can't talk to you. Nope, she is talking. Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men. Okay, yeah, can't talk. Forgive me, sorry to bother you. Thank you, Master Mailer. Yeah, why are we even here? I guess we're just trying to get some context. All right, let's leave. Where is the scriptorium? It's not in the shrine, right? I would assume it's in here somewhere. Let's go in the church. Does time actually pass? That's the question. No. So time is not passing. I can actually browse at my leisure. Crypt, tower, cloister. This guy gave us money. Sacristy, Old Bailey, dormitory. Let's check out the Bailey. Isn't a Bailey where troops are kept? Am I wrong on that? Or is that... I could be wrong. Well, there's the scriptorium. I don't know what a Bailey is. Scriptorium, cemetery, prior's house. So this is the opposite of the prioress. Or rather the analog of the prioress, just the male version. The prior. What is this? What is this? A Volvel? Is this like a... This is like a cipher, right? Or rather a key to a cipher. You turn the outside and these letters probably change to match up with these. These are Greek letters, right? Yeah, they are. Oh, I would probably look silly trying to name all these off the top of my head. At one point in time, I could name them. But I do remember a few. This is Omega. That's Pi. One of these is Phi. I don't remember them all. A Volvel. I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracks. What's this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. The outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. Water, earth, fire, wind. Oh, so I'm an occultist. This lines right up with the occult, right? Greek, Latin, and elemental symbols. It's obvious someone with occult interests fashions this. A quarter turn of the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol with the top of the lower disc. So now we're set up for air. And these... Are these all Romanized lettering? Because, like, I don't recognize what this is. That's a Z. What is this? Is that a weird R? Yeah, I guess it could be an R with, like, a line going through it. That could be a Y, I guess. Or maybe a U with just a weird script coming off of it. I would have to see it in context for it to make more sense. That's a Z for sure. Yeah, I guess it's just weird little lines coming off of it. And logic helps. Given the number of letters and the size of the disk, there's enough space for a total of 4 versions of the Latin alphabet. And that reveals a different set of letters. All right, let's do this. Wonder what it's for. A cipher of some sort. You know what? That's almost like what I said. I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Are we getting into puzzles? Because I like me some puzzles. Some well-crafted puzzles. Let me rephrase that. I don't like puzzles that are put there as a time waster. And I don't like puzzles that are near impossible to solve, where you have to go solve equations in real life and then, like, go use an outside source. No, I want all the pieces to solve the puzzle somewhere within the game that you can use logic and reason to figure out. That's what I want. Can we take this? I still don't know the significance of the Vowel. It must be used to decipher something, but what? Now, this is in the Prior's house. We have to figure out who the Prior is, because the Prior is into some occult shit. So, yeah. There's the scriptorium. Let's see what the cemetery is. Bailey. I thought a Bailey was like... Doesn't it have to do with law? Yeah, it has to, right? Because, like, when you're watching Judge Judy, right? Love me some Judge Judy. She's got a bailiff, right? Just like any judge would have. So I would imagine a bailiff would work in a bailey. So maybe it has to do with, like, a court in law. Maybe that's what a bailey does, which it would make sense that that would be intertwined with a church or priory. I don't know what denotes a priory different than a church other than nuns and monks living there, right? All right, so this is cool. Look at this. I will give Catholicism one thing. That's that their art, their Gothic art, is just badass. I mean, let's be honest. Biblically accurate angels, you know, Dante's Inferno type shit. It's badass. Monument to the founder of the Abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Wait a minute. Let me read that again. A monument to the founder of the Abbey. The founder of the Abbey does not look very Christian to me. Yeah, there's a dark underbelly here. Animal pens. Hold on, we'll go there in a second. Let's check out the rest of this. Cloister. Magnolia. Apple. Excuse me, I have to cough. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be, hold on, I didn't read it. It will be months before they bear fruit. Apple tree. Okay. And yes, let's go check out the animals. Oh, we're just on it. Large garden. Look at a pig. All right, let's go over here to large garden. Place just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Oh, we got some stuff here. So there's kitchen and cellar, refectory, and cloister. What's down here? Some type of little houses? Dog houses, maybe? These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever isn't eaten will be picked. What do we got here? Wonder what recipes the brothers have for peas. Recipes. Get it? Abbott House. Oh, we can go in the back door. Oh, ho, ho. The front door was locked. Hello, sir. Can I be here? God bless you, Andreas. Oh, this is Fenric. That's all he says. There's a doggo. We can pet the doggo. We can shake hands with the doggo. That's a good boy. Pet Mirabilis. Oh, this is like the Abbott. He's going to be like, why are we not in the scriptorium? Andres. Is that all he's going to say? Okay, good. Can't go to Lower Abbey. Can we unlock that from here? I mean, like, we're in your house. Can we go upstairs? Doesn't appear so. All right. What's up here? Chapter house. Let's go check out that. We haven't forgotten about the animal pens. We will go there. What is a chapter house? Look at these guys. Are y'all fighting or dancing? What is this? These are chairs, right? They're all facing me. A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. Let's read about this. An artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone, from the peasant to the emperor. Father Matthias, abbot of Kiersall before Father Gernot. That's all we need to read on that. We've read the rest. Dance of Death. That's pretty cool. Is this the same thing? Yes. All right, what happens if we go to this side? That takes us to the cloister. All right, we don't need to go back to the cloister. Sounds too close to oyster. That's cloister. What is this? Refectory. What is a refectory? I feel like we've been here. Am I wrong? When the brothers eat their meals, this is where the lector reads to them. So this is where they eat. Last Supper here. Kitchen and cellar. So that takes us next door, and that's cloister. Gotcha. Have we been here? Cloister. Can we turn this to start the fan thing? Lucas, are you the cook? Hello, Andres. How goes it in the kitchen? Is brother Voslav? Or Voslav? That's this one. Working you hard? Not too bad. Brother Voslav is nice to me. His father Abbot and brother Prelor? Oh, Prior, who makes things hard. I shouldn't complain. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not that good at cooking yet. I'm sure Brother Voslav will teach you well in time. Brother Adok complains about his food. Who is that? Oh, that's this one with the mean face. 2, but he complains to Brother Voslav. What does Brother Adok know about food anyway? He's from Cornwall. Yeah, those Cornwallers. I don't even know where that is. It's a land of the west across the sea where all they eat is fish. So that's UK, right? Cornwall would be... is that in England? I believe it's in England. Sounds English. Sounds miserable, but that's always what he complains about, the fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart. What? Brother Lucas, you're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andres. Until later. I wonder if we're writing the book that we're playing right now. Large garden. Let's check out the cellar, then we'll go to the garden. Hey, there's Volslav. Morning, Andres. Morning to you, too. But that's going to have to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.